is doing good, but I'm not. I'm just staying strong for my kids. I have to stay strong for my children. They need me. People say to me, Apefather, how could you be at a Super Bowl party when your wife is on a ventilator dealing with cancer? First of all, this is what these mamalukes don't understand. I'm with my wife every day. My children, we visit her every single day. Okay. But my kids, they got to be happy too. I got to do things for the kids to get their mind off of this, to make their lives as normal as possible. And people always give me a hard time. I love my wife. I'm making sure she's as comfortable as she could possibly be. And I'm holding her hand and I'm kissing her. I'm standing by her side and I'm on the phone fighting with doctors every day. That's another thing. They don't want to treat this girl's poor cancer because she's currently dealing with aspiration pneumonia. And they want her to get over that first. They want to see if she could get more stable for treatment. But this girl has a very serious, illness, and they need to treat it now. It's like a catch-22 situation because it's like the more and more they're waiting and they're not treating her cancer, it could lead to her passing away, God forbid. Okay? I want her to live. I need her. My children need her. But I'm dealing with this effing hospital. All these hospitals, they're all the same. Let me tell you something. America, greatest country in the world. I'm proud to be an American. I love America. But when it comes to when you're dealing with a critical illness, and I don't wish this upon nobody. I don't wish this on my worst enemy. You're dealing with a critical illness, the doctors become the decision makers. The doctors make the choice for you. You don't make the choice anymore. Like you could tell the doctors, your family could tell the doctors. My wife would like to take a risk, even if there are side effects, okay? Or even if this could possibly, be terminal. We want to go out a fighter. We want to go out like Rocky Balboa. We want to go out fighting. But then the doctors will say, well, I don't feel your wife is a candidate for treatment. The cancer is too extensive. We can't do surgery. There's an obstruction in the brain. We can't do chemotherapy. It could kill her instantly. And we can't get it to any type of radiation because she's currently on a ventilator and she can't be transported to another hospital because she's in critical condition. It's freaking crazy. So now I'm talking to a breast oncologist to see if they'll consider some kind of IV treatment. It's a nightmare. I'm going through the hardest time. My wife is on a ventilator. She's on a food tube. My wife has not eaten or drank any liquids through her mouth, in about a month. I mean, she's got the food tube, they're feeding her, but it's friggin' terrible. It's absolutely terrible, man. I don't know, let me get rid of this idiot. A lot of haters, man. I don't know how people could hate when a family is going through such a difficult time, but that's just how people are. But anyway, this one goes out to my wife, Jennifer, God bless. This is called Peace and Serenity. This is a classical piano piece I wrote for her, which I hope she is having in her life right now. Peace and Serenity. Hello. classical piece called Peace and Serenity. Thank you. I wrote for my wife, Jennifer. What's up, Back to the Future? Thank you so much, Pink underscore ASMR. Uh, God bless you, and a miracle is coming your way from your mouth to God's ears. I play a lot of stuff. I play classical Pablo, but I only play original music on the live streams to avoid any type of copyright issues, brother. Um, Back to the Future. Could someone put my Cash App up there and I could pin the comment? Can someone type out my Cash App, the $ Richard Lavoie? The $ Richard Lavoie. It's no underscore, no space in between my first and last name. Stream Elements came up with it, but let's see if someone else could type it for me. Can someone type that out? $ Richard Lavoie. Thank you, Back to the Future. All right. So let me tell you what's going on here. And hopefully you could all help me out here because I'm going to be doing a lot of live streams. They're going to be short live streams, unfortunately, because I don't have a lot of time right now. I got to go visit the wife. Then the kids come home from school 2:30. I'm all alone. I'm a one-man tank here. I'm like Mr. Mom, I'm Mr. Dad, I'm everything right now. I'm taking care of the house, I'm taking care of the kids, I'm taking care of the dogs. I'm all alone, you know. My wife is in very serious critical condition. It's really not. People, I don't even think realize how serious that she's in. I don't even think I realized it until kind of like today when I just got off the phone with the doctors and they were telling me some things I needed to consider, which is scaring the shit out of me. All right, so what's going on with my wife is that she has a very, very rare cancer. I can't pronounce it. It's called lepto disease, but the full spelling is lepto, MENINGEAL disease. Don't ask me to pronounce that. What it is it's extensive. Thank you. God bless you for Rang Dad. It's extensive cancer that started off as breast cancer, but now has spread to her brain and spinal cord in a way that is so big, it's affecting every single thing a human being does. What do human beings do? We eat. Salud. I gotta lie down. I'm too stressed out. Forgive me. We eat, we drink, we walk, we talk. My wife is not doing that anymore. Okay, God bless you for like that. Thank you. My wife has not eaten any food through her mouth or drank any liquids through her mouth in 30 days. This is a 46-year-old girl. The love of my life, the mother of our 2 children, Michael and Sophia. Michael, who's 14, Sophia, who's 11. And this is the problem. On top of having this cancer, because she was having trouble chewing and swallowing, that's due to the cancer, she developed aspiration pneumonia. What is aspiration pneumonia? Aspiration pneumonia is something that happens if you swallow liquid, food, it could be anything, down the wrong pipe. See, we have 2 pipes. I don't know if you know this, in our throat. One pipe goes to our esophagus, which goes to the stomach. That's where the food and everything, the liquid's supposed to go. The other pipe is the airway pipe that goes to our lungs. That's not where food is supposed to go. But when people have trouble, like my wife, with chewing and swallowing, it's a mistake. Sometimes food or liquid goes down the wrong pipe. Now, this is what happens. It forms a bacteria in the lungs, and you get aspiration pneumonia. It is so serious. Aspiration pneumonia is almost as worse as cancer itself. Aspiration pneumonia is so serious that you literally cannot breathe. She's on a ventilator. She can't breathe on her own. And it is so serious that she has not even been able to take a sip of something to drink in 30 days. She can't even do this. See this? Look, see what I'm about to do? My wife can't do this. And it breaks my heart that I'm doing it. It effing breaks my heart. If she did this, she would die. If she did what I just did, she would aspirate and die. So what do they have to do? They got to have her on a food tube. to administer food and liquid. What's up, the boss lady? Thank you, Zhang James. Thank you again for Rang Dad. Thank you, Holly Chop at 1977. Bon Scott, the greatest singer in the world, yeah. Bon Scott, man. AC/DC, man. I never thought anybody could replace him. He was the greatest of all time. But Brian Johnson, God bless him, he's amazing as well. They're both amazing. They're both legends. Um, so basically, let's talk about what's going on. My wife has so many challenges ahead of her that you don't even want to know what my family is going through right now. And if you really want me to tell you the truth, I know you're praying for Jennifer Back to the Future. We love you, Back to the Future. Star Platinum, thank you for thinking about us and keeping us in your prayers. She has too many challenges. So the first challenge is she's currently on a ventilator. In order for her to come off the ventilator, she has to be breathing on her own. Right now, she's not breathing on her own. But let's even say, knock on wood, another 3-4 days from now, the doctors feel she's able to come off the ventilator. That's only step one. We got another major problem. The last time they took my wife off the ventilator, she threw up. And when she threw up and vomited, she swallowed some of the vomit. And guess what? Because she's having trouble swallowing because of the cancer in the brain, she swallowed the vomit in the wrong tube, the airway tube, and started the aspiration pneumonia all over again. In other words, started it from the beginning. So do you understand what this means? This means that she may never get over this pneumonia because every single time she swallows anything, like in other words, if they take her off the ventilator, let's say right now, in a way, she's kind of recovering from the pneumonia because they're pumping her with antibiotics. She started, like yesterday, like 2 days ago, I made a good news video because she was nodding. Like she's nodding in a way where she understands you. Like I would show her daughter. Her daughter's name is Sophia, right? So I would say, Jennifer, is this your daughter? And she can't talk because there's food tubes and there's, the feeding tube in her mouth, but she nods. I say, Jennifer, I was just playing with her to make sure she's coherent. Is your daughter's name Sally? Her daughter's name is Sophia. Is this Sally? Is this Jessica? I'll mess with her. Is this Malta? I'll say some crazy name, And I say, is this Sophia? So this is the thing. It seems like she's been getting a little better because she's nodding in a coherent way, right? That's a good thing. But here's the bad thing. She was doing that once before, a week ago. And once they took her off of the ventilator, she threw up. And when she threw up, she swallowed some of the vomit. I don't mean to be gross, please forgive me. But she swallowed it down the wrong pipe, the airway pipe. And then the whole pneumonia, the whole aspiration pneumonia started all over again. Thank you, everyone. God bless you. Is it I can't pronounce it. Tahino. God bless you, Tahino. For Rag Dad, God bless you. So the first step is, will she throw up? We don't know this until she gets off the ventilator. Now let's move forward. Let's assume she doesn't throw up. Okay, so let's assume when she gets off the ventilator, she doesn't throw up. She still has a mountain load of problems. Here's the next problem. Will she ever be able to eat and drink again? We don't know. She hasn't drinking any liquid or eaten anything in 30 days. So there's a possibility that if she gets off the ventilator, right, doesn't throw up, she might have to be on a feeding tube the rest of her life. I mean, unless there's some kind of a way to get this cancer in the brain, at least under control, but I don't think there is. What she has, everyone is telling me there's no cure for. Look it up, by the way. You don't have to take my word for it. Lepto Meningeal disease. There are people who die from this thing in 2 months. And this is you want to hear the really crazy effing thing? She can't even get any treatment right now because the doctors don't feel she's stable enough for chemotherapy or anything. Well, first of all, the surgeon said he doesn't want to do surgery. He says surgery's out of the question. There's too much cancer. He won't touch it. The brain oncologist doesn't want to do chemo to the brain because there's an obstruction in the brain. He doesn't want to do it. The radiologist basically doesn't even think that she would survive the long enough period of time that it takes radiation to work. He doesn't even want to do it. Plus, she can't even get transported to a radiation center because she's on a ventilator. She can't even get transported to another hospital because she's on a ventilator. So the only thing we can do right now, thank you, Farang Dad. Thank you, Mr. Hunt. God bless all of you. Angel A, God bless. Hannah, God bless you. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to Hannah. Hey, let's do a little happy. Hold on. Oh, well, I can't even do that on the live stream. I'll say happy birthday to you, Hannah. I wish you the best of health and happiness. God bless you, Hannah. Even though I'm going through a mess, I wish you the best. Even though I'm going through a mess, I wish everyone the best. I really, really do. I wouldn't wish what I'm going through, what my wife is going through, and what my family is going through on anybody. But we do need help, okay? And I have a service. I don't know if you know about it, and I think it's a beautiful service. It's called the Thank You Song. It's called the Thank You. I can't sing Wonderwall. It's called the Thank You Song. What is the Thank You Song? All right, I'll give you an example. I am a blues, jazz, piano player, okay? So I will write you a song. It's your own song. It'll sound something like this. So that's an example of the Thank You Song. Thank you for Rang Dad. God bless you. What's up, Justin Henry? For a very small contribution. Now, the only reason, look, if you don't have Cash App, I get it. I understand. And if you could only do a super chat, God bless you. I accept it. I am grateful. I love all of you. God bless you. But if you do have Cash App, and it is possible to do Cash App, the only reason I ask Cash App is it's immediate for my family. It's immediate help. We need to raise a lot of money here. I have no idea what I got to do here. I might have to get my wife some kind of like alternate treatment. That's not conventional because conventional is shutting the doors on her. And a lot of these things I'm looking into could cost upwards of 30,000 or more. I definitely need to raise a lot of bucks. Okay, so if anybody has a couple of dollars, it could be as low as $1, $2, $5, $10. I will do something beautiful. I'm sorry. I was muted there for a second. I'm sorry. Let's get rid of this guy. Haters got to go bye-bye. Bye-bye, haters. All right, you should probably hear me now. This is my Cash App. Thank you for Rank Dad. God bless you. No, I mean, I love you for Rank Dad. Like I said, look, if someone could only do a super chat, I appreciate it. And God bless you for Rank Dad. Name of the Father, of the Son, Holy Spirit, amen. I greatly, greatly appreciate the good-hearted person that you are. That was a beautiful, beautiful gesture. I love you too, brother. And I really, really, like, listen, if people say to me, Apefather, I don't have Cash App. You're in Thailand. Wow. God bless you. God bless you. Beautiful, good-hearted person in Thailand. Let's do a little thank you song for Rang Dad right now. This is going to be anybody. Look, this is what I'm going to do. If anybody doesn't have a Cash App and they can only do the super chats, I'll just do the thank you song right now for you. Okay, so let's do something special for Rang Dad. That's for you, Farang Dad. God bless you. That's a thank you song for you. All the glory to God. Bless you, and thank you for trying to support your wife and family. Thank you. That was for you, Farang Dad, from the bottom of my heart. But like I said, if anybody does have Cash App, the difference between Cash App is obviously YouTube is going to charge a 30% fee. That kind of sucks. The second thing is that Cash App is immediate. Our family gets immediate, help. Okay, whereas with YouTube, I got to wait possibly 2 months. You got to wait for all these payment cycles. It's like 2 months away. And they take 30%. But again, if someone doesn't have Cash App, I get it. I understand. I greatly appreciate what Farang Dad did, and I greatly appreciate what you would do. But here is the Cash App once again. If anybody has Cash App, it is the $ Richard Lavoie. There is no space. There is no underscore in between my first and my last name. It is the $ RICHARDLEVOI. It is also, you'll see the comment is pinned with Back to the Future if you could read the pinned comments. I know everyone's asking me about Venmo. I got to look into it. Right now, I just do Cash App. Like I said, look, I give people a lot of options, okay? If people want to even mail me a check, I've given people that options. I tell people to email. It's Beach Lover. It's not a donation. It would be an entertainment tip. I'm not a charity. I do a service called the Thank You Song Service. And yes, you could definitely give an entertainment tip of $20 if you'd like to. And if you wanted to do it as a super chat, you could. If you could do Cash App, obviously that would be better. Farang Dad, have a wonderful night. Good night to you, and thank you again for all your help and your prayers. God bless you, Farang Dad. Thank you. Thank you, Farang Dad. We got to raise a lot of money here. Look, I'm going to have to do a lot of live streams. I'm going to have to do a lot of work because I'm feeling like I'm going to have to raise somewhat upwards of 30,000, 50,000 because I might have to get my wife treatments now that are not going to be, the standard treatments that people typically get when they get cancer, which is like, what's the standard treatment? Surgery. The surgeon already turned it down. He said, I will not perform any more surgery on you. The cancer is too extensive. The brain oncologist does not want to do any type of treatments to the brain. He said that she has an obstruction. It will kill her. He doesn't want to do it. We can't transport her. God bless you, Farang Dad. Thank you, Farang Dad. I hope miracles are going to come my way. Jesus, I love Jesus. I pray to Jesus every day, every night. Farang Dad. I pray to him. I say, please help my wife. Please help my wife, God. Please. Please make her better. I pray to him every day and every night. But on earth here, I'm trying to do my part to help my wife. I love you, Farang Dad. I love you, brother. Thank you again from the bottom of our heart. God bless you. And what I'm trying to do is raise as much as I possibly can for my wife, to give her as many choices. Good night. Good night, Farang Dad. I'll speak to you soon. Please come back to one of the live streams when you're not busy. I'm just trying my best to get my wife as many options. And honestly, time is of the essence. I know that a lot of people, need a lot of time to make decisions if they wanted to help. Unfortunately, we don't really have a lot of time. My wife has been, not drinking and not eating food for 30 days. I mean, they're administering it through a food tube, but her throat is so dry, it's breaking my heart. The problem is I can't give her anything to drink because she could aspirate and it could restart the pneumonia. You have a graceful voice. Thank you, out of this world. So anyway, once again, I am just trying to help my wife in need. I'm trying to, look, I don't know even if a lot of people ask me, do I have like this definite plan of what I want to do for my wife? And the answer is no, because her condition is so serious. Her condition is so critical. I have to keep my mind open to every possibility. I have to keep my mind open to, like, in other words, this might not just be one single thing I'm trying. This might be multiple things I'm going to try to save my wife. Multiple. So this is not one, like some people like, oh, is it one thing? No. It could be multiple things. So I have no idea. We're going to try everything, but I definitely need to raise a lot of money to help my wife. And like I said, this is my Cash App. If you would like to do a good deed to help a family in need, my wife dealing with stage 4 cancer, brain cancer, spinal cancer, critical condition on a ventilator. She's only 46. Again, this is not a donation because I'm going to write a song for you called the Thank You Song. Let's say, I'll give you an example. You go to my Cash App right now and you basically give $5. Okay, you send it to the $ Richard Lavoie, RICHARDLEVOI. Here's what's going to happen. I am going to upload a video like this. Let's say your name is John, okay? I'm going to say, John from Illinois. I'm just saying wherever, okay? This is for you. This is for you. Funny business. Look, I give people so many options, okay, that I don't believe what you're saying is true because, look, I give people so many options. Option number 1, okay, they could do Cash App. Option number 2, they could do a super chat, which is very easy. Anybody could do a super chat right now. Anybody right now, no matter what country you're in, all over the world, you could do a super chat. And the third option is I tell people they could email me and they could even mail a money order or a check. So I really think I'm giving people a tremendous amount of options. And I don't think that, Venmo is the only choice here. Someone can mail a check. Someone could, like, if you wanted to mail a check, I'll give you an example. Email me. Here's my email address right there. That's my email right there. You see it? Richard, RICHARDLE101 That's my email right there. So send me an email and we could work out a way if you wanted to mail a check or a money order. We could work that out. Funny business. Look, I have to be honest with you and tell you that you're just not being serious. Hey, it's Maddie. God bless you. Hey, it's Maddie. Thank you so much for subscribing. You could send a super chat right now, funny business. So I don't know. I'm sorry to disagree with you, but if you really wanted to help us out, I understand that, but you could send a super chat. So, I'm not going to change what I'm doing right now. It is what it is. Yeah, big sexy. My wife, unfortunately, had something through the VCF, which I thought was life insurance. I already made countless videos on this. It turns out it's not life insurance. They misguided me all these years. My lawyers made me understand that my wife had life insurance through the VCF, and now I found out about a month ago that she does not have life insurance. What it is that they reimburse. This is what the VCF does. If she passes away, my wife, God forbid, I would have to pay for all the funeral expenses, and then the VCF will reimburse me. That's how it works. Funny business. I find it very hard to believe that you don't know how to do a super chat because every single. I'll give you an example. Funny business. I just had someone from Thailand. I just to give you an example. Okay, I just had a great man. Let me tell you his name. Okay, his name is Farang Dad. Farang Dad. It's 1 a.m. right now. It's 1 a.m. in Thailand, and he just sent $1.19. He sent $1.19. Okay, so for you to tell me that you don't know how to do a super chat, okay, when someone from the guy's from Thailand, and he sent the super chat, I find it to be a little hard to believe, funny business. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Yeah, this guy's just playing games, big sexy. He's just look. I don't understand why people want to play games when people. I just got a $10 super thanks right now from someone named Wesley. God bless Wesley. That was beautiful. I can't discuss this anymore. Funny business. Super chat is you're paying YouTube. YouTube takes a percentage, and the rest comes to me. Okay, that's how it works. Okay, I don't want to. I don't know how much more information you need on this. YouTube does take a 30% fee, which is kind of another reason why I like Cash App, because Cash App goes directly to us. But anyway, let me do a song for my wife, Jennifer. I wrote her this song. This is called Jennifer. I remember when I first looked in your eyes. It was destiny. We were both surprised. From this moment on, there was something very strong. Cassie Robinson sent a Cash App. God bless you. That we felt inside. Now my Jennifer has stars in her eyes when she looks at me. When we first kissed, I knew there was something about you that was meant for me, and I knew, and I love Jennifer. We spent all our time together every night. When we are apart, something is not right. You became a part of my heart and my soul. My life is finally whole. Now my Jennifer, the stars in her eyes when she looks at me. When we first kissed, I knew there was something about you that was meant for me, and I knew I love Jennifer. You're the one I want to spend my life. Start a family. nothing that we can't get through. I'm so lucky that I found you. Forever, it's you and me. Now my Jennifer has stars in her eyes when she looks at me. When we first kissed, I knew there was something about you that was meant for me, and I knew I love Jennifer, and I love Jennifer. It's kind of hard to sing that song. It's, it's heartbreaking because I keep thinking of my beautiful wife, Jennifer, right now in the ventilator. It breaks my heart. Feel like crying if you want to know the truth. Thank you to Boss Lady. Jennifer's song should be made into a real recording. You should play this song for her. Oh, she's heard it many, many, many times. But yes, you're right. I sing it to her. When I go to the hospital, I sing it to her, a cappella. Thank you, Holly Chopper. God bless you, Holly Chopper. Let's do a little thank you song for Holly. Holly Chopper, in the house, baby. I love you. Shout out to Mike. I don't know. You joke it is his real name. What is it? It's probably a joke, right? Is this really? This is a joke. His name is, what is it? Horkenner? It's probably a joke. Is it really true? If it's true, then God bless Mike. God bless Mike Horkenner. People try to make me say funny names all the time. Like, my friend's name is Alcoholic. His first name is Al. His last name is Coholic. They're like, give me a shout out, Alcoholic, because that's why I never know if someone's sincere. But this one is for Harley Chopper, 1977. I was born in 1977 too. God bless you. A little thank you song, little blues jazz composition for you, brother. Little thank you song for Holly Chopper. No, hey, man, anything helps. Mike Horkenner is his real name. Okay, God bless. I don't mean any disrespect. It's just that sometimes people play little games with me. So no disrespect intended, heavy pockets. God bless Mike Horkenner and welcome to my channel. All right, no disrespect intended. Shout out to Mike Horkenner. How am I so good at the piano? Thank you, Tariq. I've been playing since I'm 10 years old. I'm 47 now, so I've been playing for 37 years. And I'm trying to use whatever talent I have to help my wife right now in her time of need. That's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to use the talent that I have to help my wife. Once again, if anybody has any Cash App, that is my Cash App. It is the $ Richard Lavoie. Yeah, I know. It sounds like a joke, funny business, right? It's a joke. Everything is a joke. Listen, they think I'm idiots, these people. I just try to be nice right now because I'm dealing with my wife. But people are trying to catch me in some stupid joke when I'm dealing with the hardest time of my life. People have to realize my head's not right. My heart is broken. And I got people, coming here saying jokes. This is not a joking matter. It's terrible that they want to joke around. It's like, but what are you going to do? This is the world that we live in. This is the world that we live in. Someone else's tragedy is someone else's entertainment. It's sad. It's absolutely sad. And I don't wish this on anybody, what me and my family, especially what my wife is going through right now. If you all want to joke around, be my guest. But it's not a joking matter for us. We're going through a really tough time. My head's not right. I can't even distinguish anymore. If you want me to tell you the truth, I'm so messed up. I'm so heartbroken that I can't even distinguish between what's funny and what's not anymore because I'm so focused just on my wife. God bless her. Probably going to end this live stream soon because it's already been 42 minutes. I got to get going here. I got to visit my wife. But anyway, that is my Cash App. It's the $ Richard Lavoie, RICHARDLEVOI. A very, very small Cash App. Could be $1, $10 entertainment tip. Whatever you prefer. I will write you the thank you song. This is to help my wife, Jennifer, right now. It's a really tough thing, Harley. God bless you. You want to know the truth, man? The only reason why I am handling it is because I have children. If I didn't have kids, I would be a mess right now. I would be a basket case. I honestly would be if I didn't have kids. The thing is that I have kids that count on me. Me and it's our kids, Right now, she can't take care of them because she's on a ventilator. So she depends on me, and my children depend on me to take care of them. So it's like, what am I going to do, right? Am I gonna fall apart? My kids are gonna come home and say, Dad, I want to eat. Dad, I want to do things. I got, my son, he wants to get on the volleyball team now. I got to call the doctor. I got to get him his physical. I got all these responsibilities as a parent. In other words, that doesn't stop. That doesn't stop just because, unfortunately, we're going through a major, major tragedy. I wish in a way my wife was here to help me because it's overwhelming. I give my wife so much credit. She kept this whole house in perfect shape. I don't know how she did it. She was just such a beautiful person inside and out. She was always there for us. She was there for us with love. She was there cooking all the dinners for us and taking care of us and taking care of the kids and taking care of me and taking care of the dogs. Now that she's not here, it's all on me. It's like I literally have to do everything, and it is really, really hard. I can't stop thinking about it because this is what the problem is, Harley. Time is of the essence. Time is of the we don't have a lot of time. It's like that's what people don't understand here. Is like, it is. I was always the type of person that I never tried to pressure anybody. I was always the type of person in my life where I would let people make up their minds whenever they wanted to. They could take as long as they want to make a decision. Unfortunately, here, my wife has not drank or ate anything through her mouth in 30 days, in a month. She's on a ventilator. It's a serious situation here. She has a cancer that kills you literally in 2 months, and she has still not gotten any treatment from these effing doctors. It's been 1 month. Okay, it's been 1 month. She has gotten no treatment. We don't know what's going on with her. At one point, we got scared she had a stroke. She was like shaking her hands uncontrollably. It's a really, really, how you doing, Paula? It's a really crazy situation. And like I said, if anybody could find it in their heart, you could see the stream element comment right now that just came up. That is my Cash App, the $ Richard Lavoie. It is also pinned. Thank you, Harley Choppa. Thank you, Paula. Like I said, look, I appreciate the prayers. I don't want nobody to get upset, okay? But the thing is, I got to get my wife some kind of treatment. I got to get a treatment because they're not treating her at the hospital. The surgeon said no to brain surgery. He says there is too much cancer in the brain. The brain oncologist said there is too much obstruction in the brain for him to give chemotherapy. The radiologist said he can't transport her to get radiation because she's on or the ventilator. And in addition to that, he doesn't think she would survive long enough because it takes radiation anywhere between 4 to 6 months. I'm looking into all different things. I appreciate prayers. God bless you. I love Jesus. I pray to listen. I pray to Jesus every single day and every single night. But I also feel that God helps those, you ever hear this expression, who helps themselves. God helps those who helps themselves. As much as I'm counting on God, listen to me, and I am counting on him. I am counting on him. I pray, I go to church like 10 times a day now. I pass by, I put holy water on my head, I make the sign of the cross. I pray for Jennifer. I say, God, carry her right now. This is her hardest time. Be with her, be by her side, heal her, God, heal her, Jesus. I do this all day long, and I'm sure I get prayers from a lot of people because all I do is talk about my wife everywhere I go, and a lot of people are praying for her. But I also want to do something on earth as her husband, if I could, to just give her as many options as possible. I just want to help her. And that's why I'm trying my best to raise some kind of money with my service, with the thank you song service. As I said, the Cash App, you'll see it in the pinned comment. Okay, it is the $ Richard Lavoie. You'll see the Back to the Future pinned comment. $Richard Lavoie. That is my Cash App. RICHARDLEVOI. The sooner I can raise decent amount of money here, the sooner I might be able to get her an alternate treatment that in a lot of cases has some promise. That has some promise, that has vitamins and nutrients that makes the immune system stronger. Okay? And maybe, just maybe, also with the hope of God, I could do something to help my wife. But I really truly need your support. I really, really need support right now. You know what I mean? And like I said, it is not a donation, though. I don't want people thinking I'm like a charity. I'm not a charity. This is an actual service. This is an entertainment tip on my Cash App where you would get something for the tip. What you get is something called the thank you song. I write a beautiful jazz, beautiful blues composition on the piano. I upload a video on YouTube. It's a short video. I give you a big shout out. I thank you from the bottom of my heart. My family, my wife thanks you from the bottom of our hearts. And I write a beautiful piece of music for you. So basically, I'm making your good deed immortal. Okay, so it's up to you. I take a big break all the time. I'm with my wife all the time, but I have to work too. You have to understand, there is no breaks really for me. Okay, my days are always the same. I'm there for my kids. I take care of my kids. I feed my kids. I visit my wife, and I got to do YouTube. YouTube is my job. This is what I do. Like when I tell somebody to take a break from their job, you can't, right? Even if you were going through your tragedy, you have to keep working. So I have to manage a way to do everything. Plus, YouTube is also, all right, let's get rid of this idiot. Let's get rid of that guy. I can't stand haters. Um, listen, people don't understand the emotional eating stuff is not just for me, it's for my kids. We go out, listen, you have to have some kind of happiness in your life when you're going through extreme tragedy. People don't understand this, these mamalukes, these students. When you're going through extreme tragedy, you have to have some kind of happiness. You have to. Because if you don't have any happiness, you're going to go ape shit. Like the monkey here. You're going to go ape shit. You're going to go crazy. Okay, so don't listen to these fools. They're fools. It's like they don't want my kids to be happy. They don't want me to take a little while and maybe calm myself down and unwind a little bit and have a nice meal with my kids. These people could go after themselves, really. They're judgmental morons. Okay, but anyway. Thank you, Harley Chopper. That's beautiful. All right, big sexy. I got to get rid of you because you're being a jerk off. I have to get rid of you. You're being a jerk off. Look, I don't understand why people are being such a-holes. Really. It's like, it's terrible, man. They want to stomp on you when you're at your weakness. On top of this, you want to hear something else that I'm not even talking about? My mother is in rehab during all of this. She's my only person left in my family that I have is my mom. And she's not doing well. My mother, right now as we speak, her COPD is acting up. Her oxygen went below 90. I think it was at like the low 80s. My mom, this is my mom in a rehab today, and they're doing a major test on her right now. She doesn't have COVID, but they want to just see what's going on with her lungs. And they got to get her on antibiotics. So it's like I'm friggin' like football here, effed up beyond all recognition. I don't know if you know what football means. I got my wife on a ventilator. I got my mother in the rehab. It's freaking crazy, man. You're coming here, Hattie's love, and you're making a joke again. Being a single father is not easy. It's definitely not. I mean, I do have a wife still. She's alive, but she can't, unfortunately, she's on a ventilator. My wife right now cannot, unfortunately, do anything except heal, hopefully. But the problem is, again, I don't want to keep repeating, they're not treating her cancer. The only thing the hospitals are doing right now is treating the pneumonia. So I have to try to find other avenues, you follow me, to treat her. And that's why I'm trying to raise as much money as I possibly can. Once again, if anybody has the good heart, it's not a donation, it is an entertainment tip to help our family in need. You could do so by going to my Cash App. If you don't have Cash App, the only option is Super Chat. I get it. I appreciate it. But if you happen to have Cash App, my Cash App, you'll see it, the pinned comment. It's Back to the Future's pinned comment. $ Richard Lavoie. That's the $RICHARDLE, V as in Victor, OI. It could be as small as $1, $2, $5. I will do a beautiful service for you. I will write you what's called the thank you song. It's an original blues jazz composition on the piano. Okay. And I will dedicate it to you. I will upload a short video to you. With that said, I'm going to run right now. I'm going to be doing a lot of lives, so don't worry. You'll definitely catch me again. God bless you, Holly Chopper. Thank you for your support. I did do your thank you song for you on the live stream. That's what I think I'm going to do. I think that people who do super chats moving forward, I'm going to do the thank you song right for you on the live stream. So right for you on the live stream, I'll do the thank you song. For the people who do the cash apps, I'll upload a video on my short video. So that's what I'm going to do moving forward. I am living the football life right now. I am living the football life. It sucks. It sucks. There is nothing good about what we're dealing with right now. Thank you, Holly Chopper. No, my wife's family can't help out Ruth. Her father has dementia. He's in an assisted living. The mother passed away. Linda, beautiful Linda, passed away. She doesn't talk with her brother. Her brother's a real friggin' Mama Luke. So no, there is no one in her family that could help us. We're all alone, Ruth. You are my help, Ruth. All of you on social media are my best friends, like Back to the Future here. Have a blessed day. Apefather, many prayers for Jennifer. God bless you. You are my support system, all of you. And that's why you're going to be seeing a lot of me. You're going to get sick of my face. It's not about the money change. It's okay. There's two types of treatments. There's conventional treatments, which is picked up by the insurance companies. Like if you're going to get surgery, chemotherapy, all that stuff. When you're going to start to go outside of that to, alternative treatments, they charge like a lot of money because that is not something recognized by the insurance companies. If you follow me, so you got to pay out of pocket. And there's a lot of things like that where you got to pay out of pocket. But hey, I don't mind. I don't care about the money. I care about my wife's life. I care about my wife's life. So to me, if I can help her in any way, that would be money well spent. But like I said, if anybody would have the good heart, it's the $Richard Lavoie, RICHARDLEVOI. This is a service. It is not a donation. I want to be clear. It is not a donation because people are going to try to get me in trouble, these haters. They're going to be like, are you a 501c? Do I get a tax benefit? No, this is an entertainment tip. I want to be clear. This is a entertainment tip. I am not a 501c. Okay. This is something I'm doing. It's a service. It's called the thank you song. I write you a song. You receive that song. I upload a video on YouTube in your honor, okay, for your good heart and your good deed. See what people keep saying. I want to donate. No matter how many times no matter how many times I say, no matter how many times I say it's not a donation. You see what these people do? Ball breakers, man. Absolute ball breakers. Ari, God bless you. Thank you for your kind words. Exactly, Harley Chopper. You get it. It's an entertainment tip. Justin Henry, God bless you, brother. It's always good to see you, my brother, Justin. So I'll be back. It was already 57 minutes here, almost 58 minutes. Didn't really raise a lot of money. We need to do better. I got to find good hearted people out there. I got to just keep trying until I find good hearted people. But God bless all of you who did help. And Harley Chopper 1977, God bless you, brother. Thank you, Ruth. Have a wonderful rest of your day, everybody. God bless. I will be back later. Have a great day, brother.